We are live. We ain't been live in a while. What's going on out there? Trying to see if some people come on in here. Yeah, we've been missing in action. We've definitely been missing in action. Schedule kind of crazy now. But we get on here where we can. You know what I mean? Definitely get on here where we can. Back in the hot tub. This hot tub ain't super hot either. It's warm. It ain't even hot. It's crazy, ain't it? This one ain't hot. You know what I mean? Seeing some people come on in here. What's up? What's up? What y'all been up to? What y'all been up to?
Comment.
Oh, nah. What y'all been up to?
Oh, yeah, don't I sit on that side?
Yeah, you do. Oh, man.
Oh, it's been a while. What's up, trendsetters? We are in here. Yeah, the schedule changed, so.
Yeah, definitely changed, man.
What's up, Slim
Shell? What's going on?
Everyone.
Thanks for coming in, Slim Shell.
It's going to continue to change over here, to be honest, guys. Like, it's going to be changes happening. YouTube gets really different when you go from that change from, like, even from 5 to 8, and now 8 getting ready to come up on 10K.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your weekend, Slim Shell?
Yeah, Slim Shell. You chilling. Okay.
Are you aware? I hope everybody's aware. I was hoping more people were going to come in. I hope everybody is aware of the change that is going to hit YouTube on July 15th. Because some people that have gotten monetized are going to get demonetized. And some people that have, some people that have been kind of like striving for monetization are not going to be able to get it. They basically said that it's like a full-blown, I kept looking for it because I thought maybe it's just
original
a rumor.
Content.
Maybe it's just a rumor, but they said basically it's an attack on AI content. YouTube is not playing. If you do copy and paste
Appreciate
content, if you are a faceless channel that basically is doing mass-produced shorts, reels, reposting other people's content and just putting your branding on it, it's all about to be shut down as of July 15th. YouTube will no longer be monetizing that type of content. It is on. It is up on their support page under monetization policies and guidelines. If you have that type of channel, you know you're gonna have to do some work and some soul searching.
Oh yeah, they want original content.
They want original content.
Real content. Original content.
They're tired of the whole copy paste thing and people just, you know, basically taking other people's content and they're not really making that much changes to it. Taking AI content and not really making that much changes to it, and they're just doing like copy paste and uploading and massive you know,
it's a lot of people doing that too.
So yeah, they're shutting that down July 15th. I don't think YouTube is playing, but I think that it needs to be executed by a human being. I think human beings need to be cross-checking if that type of content is getting flagged. It should be flagged by being cross-checked by human beings. If it's gonna
I'm good. That won't affect me.
Oh yeah, I know it's not gonna affect you. You have original content.
You got original content.
You know, you type up your posts and things like that. No, I don't think
you got real content.
Yeah, you got real content. This is people, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're just copying and pasting other people's videos, putting their little stickers or their little brand logo on it, knowing good and daggone well that's not their own. They didn't make that content. They didn't shoot that video.
Nah,
you know,
they taking the content.
I think it's gonna help. Yes, I think it's gonna help YouTube. The algorithm is in shambles on this platform. This algorithm has not been the same since Susan stepped down as CEO. I'm sorry, it hasn't. Ever since
CEO, yeah.
somewhere between that time frame and when they added the vertical feed, you know. So yeah, they still shooting fireworks.
Still shooting fireworks out here. They crazy.
So yeah, we're here to discuss. For those that are aware of the July 15th change that is coming, I do not think YouTube is playing. I think they're getting ready to clean house. It's just getting too hard to find content on here, and it's a lot of the same repetitive. They don't want repetitive videos anymore. If their videos don't have a lot of differentiation, they're going to be shutting that down. You're gonna have to reaction videos are gonna have to really be a genuine reaction. They're not playing about that either. Like, it's gonna have to be a genuine reaction.
They tired of people getting away with all that stuff.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? They tired of people getting away from all the crazy. What you call it? That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. So that's why they doing that now. You know what I mean? YouTube ain't playing.
Yeah, them fireworks. Yeah, tell me you're in the South without telling me you're in the South, Slim Shell. They don't care about them fireworks. They keep shooting them off. They're shooting off fireworks. She's talking about that.
Oh, the fireworks?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, they
shoot off the whole week. Fireworks. I'm like, y'all could go watch the neighbors, you know?
Yeah, they be shooting out here. They be shooting them themselves. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care in Florida.
Shoot.
But yeah, guys, I hope those that are going to be affected, you know, you start doing some soul searching and kind of look at what changes you can make to your channel, because I don't think YouTube is playing.
Yeah.
They're losing content creators, long form content creators on this platform. People that have been here for years are just like, sayonara, like they out, you know what I mean? It's just getting too hard. The algorithm is like, it's getting hard. You know?
Yeah.
And I think it's too convoluted, and I think that's part of the reason why they're doing it. And I mean, of course, it's, you know, there's issues with copyright, you know what I mean? Intellectual property law issues with that type of stuff going on, so they have to crack down. I mean, I feel bad for people that have, you know, worked hard to kind of like get them views up, even though they're reposting other people's stuff, but they're shutting it down as of July 15th, y'all. You'll have to come up. Those that are going to be affected are going to have to come up with a whole new program,
a whole new plan,
channel genre and plan, because it's not going to work. And if you want to do a reaction channel, you need to consider being front facing at this point, because they're not having it.
Yeah, I don't understand how reaction channels was taking off anyway.
They don't. Thanks for sharing this.
Crazy.
You're welcome, because I think a lot of people think it's just a rumor, but I will put it in our community post, because I found it and I screenshot it. Like, YouTube is not playing, and they will be rolling it out on the 15th, and I know there's some people that are subscribed to us that are going to be affected by this. It's going to be devastating for some people, you know. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I think a lot of people, and I don't know if YouTube doesn't have I'd assume they have the legal department, but there's just so many people that don't have the basic knowledge of intellectual property law, and they're on here just putting this stuff out, reposting people's stuff, not knowing, like, there's laws involved with that once you start making money. And then there's people that go viral on here reposting the content, but they don't understand, like, just because you go viral doesn't mean you're going to be able to get paid. It's going to be views that can actually, you know, accrue earnings and make money. You know?
Original content, real content.
What you cook. We haven't, we're going to go,
yesterday
we grilled,
we did hamburgers
and hot dogs on the grill.
Yeah,
so I think they're going to be very serious. I just hope that they won't be using AI alone to flag people's content, because then I feel like it defeats the purpose. But I'm hoping, my hope is that it'll fix the algorithm. And I'm still holding out hope that they will consider giving Shorts its own separate platform. Like YouTube Shorts, just give it its own separate platform. Like, you know, I don't think that having people compete for, she said, be right back. I don't think having people compete for views is fair. As far as people that make long form content, I think that long and short should have their own. It should have its own separate platform. I'm not against shorts. I enjoy TikTok.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. What's going on? Thanks for coming in.
Are you aware of the YouTube change that's going to be rolling out on July 15th? They're going to be basically no longer allowing people to monetize with mass-produced videos and content, as far as like, you know, copy and paste content that's generated from AI.
No.
And things where it's kind of like repetitive like content. They're going to be shutting that all down as of July 15th. People that were formerly monetized could possibly become demonetized. I know you have original content.
Nah, she got original content too.
She's a front-facing channel, so this won't affect her. But I think that a lot of people were looking at AI like, oh boy, you know, and they're like, hey, we're gonna have to. You know,
hey.
Hey, Dee.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, how was everybody's 4th?
Yeah, how was y'all 4th of July? What y'all do for the 4th?
She's saying, hey, Slim Shell. Yeah, so just make sure y'all go in the back end and check out the policy. I don't think it affects anybody that's coming here so far. I know all of y'all, I've watched your content, and it's y'all aren't going to be affected. But there are some people that are going to be affected, and they're going to be like, oh, all my hard work down the drain. And it's like, I mean, yeah, but branding and intellectual property like laws is serious when you get off of this platform, you know. My 4 was good. What is she doing?
What'd you say?
My 4th was good.
Nothing, chill.
Nothing, just chill.
Yeah, we didn't really do too much. We was going to go out to watch the fireworks, but we didn't. We just stayed in, man.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't feeling up to it.
The funny thing about it, they was shooting right here in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing.
I wasn't feeling up to it.
So we seen the fireworks right here in the neighborhood. They had a whole family across the street just shooting non-stop. They were shooting again last night.
Yeah, they were. So that'll continue probably through the week.
Through the whole week.
But yeah, a lot of people are talking about this Diddy case. I know some people don't hear. I've avoided talking about it on here. For those that, you know, it is a part of music culture, unfortunately, and hip hop culture, which we do, you know. All I want to say is that I feel like with domestic violence, once you establish domestic violence, that established the force and coercion. So I felt like the jury got it wrong.
Yeah, the Diddy case was crazy.
I think that they got it wrong. Because once you have domestic violence taking place, that's when force and other things you've got the coercion that establishes it. So I don't know. I don't feel like it was a victory, and I think a lot of people are just confused when it comes to law. I know I once considered having a career in law, but it requires a lot of time, a lot of hours, and not now. It's not something I really want to pursue now. I mean, unless somebody else is going to pay for me to go to law school. But I felt like they got it wrong, y'all. I do. I felt like they got it wrong.
That's a lot of money.
I felt like they got it. I felt like they got it wrong. I could look at it. If you're lucky tonight, no rain. Yeah, no rain tonight. But yeah, I felt like they got it wrong. I think though that there's like a psychology when it comes to domestic violence that people just are not like all the way privy to or aware of. I know these are heavy topics, heavy lifting. So, I mean, that's what I think about the case. As far as I know, people will ask us, what do we think about it? And that's what I think about it. I think that they got it wrong. And I just don't support or condone domestic violence or abuse or anything like that. And I do understand that there's a psychology to it that is a little bit more complex than the average person can understand, especially if they don't know psychology or they don't know that, you know, people that get stuck in that lifestyle, you know, how hard it is for them to kind of like leave, the psychological paralysis that happens with their rational thinking skills are just not there. So it is what it is. I honestly, I didn't really It was one of those things where it was constantly in your face, but you didn't want it in your face. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I think that's pretty much all I want to kind of like say about it and what my thoughts are about it. And I mean, there's people that struggle for years to get out and don't make it out. So that's my thought process on that. I just, it was just the look in her face running out of that hotel room for
Everybody talking about it.
So that's where I felt like it really was.
All counts.
You know. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting going forward. I don't think it was a grand slam, knock out the park by his legal team. I am curious to see how it's gonna come into play with this.
It's still ain't over.
Keefy D. So get this, guys. He's gonna be sat down while the Keefy D case is going on in 2026.
It ain't over.
And they've already established 2 predicate crimes as far as RICO. And you already know what Keefy D is saying, which is that he paid him the $1 million to set it up. And that's all I have to say about that. If you can put 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together,
yeah, it ain't over.
It's not over. And it was not a slam dunk for his legal team. And I think that he's kind of been set up for failure if there's any credibility in that man's claim.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He already has 2 charges that's stuck. So it ain't over. And that's all I got to say about that. It's all a mess. It really is.
Yeah,
I feel like it
crazy.
Was a mistrial, honestly.
That is just
I felt like the jury just didn't understand the charges. I felt like they didn't understand the other charges. What? On my team? Oh well, it's already in the video now. But moving on, because I know people don't want to talk about it. It is what it is, you know. We're gonna try to be on here when we can. Our schedules have changed. Randall,
so I mean it's different.
Yeah,
my schedule is different.
Randall's schedule is different now.
Working crazy hours. You know what I mean? So,
it's a good thing though. You know, you got promoted.
Long days.
In management, it's longer hours.
It is what it is.
Restaurants, people
That's
just
the only
don't
thing
know,
about restaurants.
like,
restaurants, it's different. It's a long
crazy
time.
hours.
Yeah, restaurants is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's a different industry. I know a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about it. We try to clear up what we can. You can have a lucrative career in it, but it can be long hours. Yes.
Crazy hours. Yeah, long hours, but you could do good in it.
I
just you're going to have to put them hours in.
For those that follow us on TikTok, I just posted a recap of his birthday. It was on the 29th. So Randall had a birthday. What were they saying?
What's she saying?
So with YouTube changing, will they make it harder for you to get monetized? For people that are posting mass-produced content, repetitive content, AI-generated content that follows a template and doesn't really differentiate much, it's just super repetitive. People that are reposting other people's content, those are people that are facing demonetization.
Yeah, so they're going to take it. They're going to take it
ineligible for monetization.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is legit.
That is crazy.
It has gone live on YouTube's policy page, and they're not playing. So this, you know, anytime. Yeah, so I think those are the people that are on the chopping block. And my hope is that it'll clean up the algorithm, because the algorithm is really bogged down right now.
That ain't crazy.
It's very hard to find content and content creators on here now. It's
real
damn near
creators.
impossible to find long
it ain't like it was back in the day.
It's not like it was back
when
in the day.
When it first started, it was different.
And it's like when you first come on here,
a lot different.
You're inundated by like just the most simple and just mindless. They said that. They used that word, mindless, short form content and reels. Yeah, they said that they're going to be removing. Yeah, they're going to be removing mindless reels and short form content, stuff that lacks educational value or lacks value. So
yeah, man, you ain't doing that, and then you gotta get off. That's what they trying to say.
Very specific as
far
as who they're attacking. People that post.
If you make regular content though, you should be straight. Like real content.
They said something about games, but I think they meant. I don't think they mean the games that people are playing with the boxes. They're not talking about them. But people that put in the shorts those games, like pick a color, pick this, they're removing those also. They're AI generated or template generated, and they're very repetitive.
They don't think it's real content.
Yeah, they don't think it's real content, so they're removing it.
Yeah.
But that's not the people that play the cardboard games. No. YouTube always making changes. Exactly right. They do.
They make changes.
One thing about YouTube, they're gonna always make changes. That's why I be like, if you ever heard Mike Epps say, "Don't get too cute. Don't get too cute on here," because
man, you don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know what's gonna happen on here.
Yeah,
just
you
have
can't
fun
get comfortable. Have fun. Post. Do what you want. And just have fun.
Build your following. Make some good friends. And family members.
It's crazy on
and
here.
That's who's gonna hold you down amidst the changes. You know, but there's people that are afraid to front face. They're very self-conscious, and so they want a channel, but they're trying to think of ways like, how can I, I want to be down, but I don't want to do it that way, so it is.
They don't really want to do it, really. That's all that is. That's cheating the game.
It's crazy on YouTube.
They just cheating the game. That's what that is.
I don't agree with. I'll tell you what I don't agree with. I don't agree with people that just jack people's stuff and put their own brand or logo on it. I don't agree with that. I don't even care if you ask them. They claim they may have asked them permission, but I'm like, did you really?
Yeah.
And were they really aware of like what this means for them? But like, I just don't know how somebody could feel comfortable just jacking people's content and uploading it as their own.
Yeah, taking other people's content and putting it as your own. Like, that's not even, like, what are you doing? Like, for real, that's crazy.
And then you have people that will take people's sound bites. Like, this lady was giving healthcare advice, and it was basically somebody else's speech. And she was there, like how you'll lip sync.
That's cheating the game.
She was lip syncing the lady's whole
getting paid, cheating the game.
Healthcare dissertation on, like, supplements and other things to take. And I was like, so I think they're cracking down on that type of situation also.
Yeah, because you ain't making original content.
Yeah.
I mean, that's common sense.
And so what they're doing is,
original content.
Like us right now, there's people that will record Randall and I, our whole conversation, right? And they'll take AI generated people and they'll make it look like they're the ones having the Hot Tub Talk live conversation. Yeah. And they'll be moving and doing the gestures. Their mouth will be moving, but it's not us. And so
see, that's crazy.
They're cracking down on that also.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to do that, to be honest. Why?
So I don't know.
You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I mean, but then there's some funny ones like the babies that are on Instagram. I know y'all have seen the Instagram babies where they have them reenacting the scenes from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they basically do the baby version of Kim, Nene, Phaedra, etc. And they take out some of the most iconic scenes and they have them, doing, looking like they're speaking, like the babies are speaking like the cast members. So people will do that to your content if it goes viral enough.
Because they want to get them numbers. Of course they gonna do it. They want to get them numbers and they want to they try to run it up.
There's some bored, sick people in this world. Exactly.
It is.
Yeah, it is some sick people. Let me tell y'all. Somebody was tailing me on my TikTok. Every time I uploaded clips of Hot Tub Talk Live, my clips of Hot Tub Talk Live were never flagged or reported before. But this person tagged me at all hours, and every time I put one up, they flagged it for sex and nudity, and drugs and alcohol, and dangerous stunts, dangerous acts. So yeah, you do have to be vigilant, you know, and
Yeah,
just mindful.
Over and over again.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, that was crazy.
Multiple times.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
Still
that was
here.
crazy.
Hey, Slim Shell.
Slim Shell, what's up?
Yeah, so
yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy because it kept happening to me like back to back to back
over
to back
and
to
over
back,
and over and over again.
over and over, and
yeah,
it was never happening
like,
before, you know. So yeah, it is some people.
People just be trying to. They be hating. And they be trying to slow you down.
Yeah, they will try to slow you down.
Slow you down and stop your progress of what it is. That's what they try to do. They try to stop your progress.
She's listening. Thank you, Slim Shell. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
They will. You know what I mean? And I think that you really have to have people that are going to hold you down, that understand that they really have a genuine interest in you and your journey and your growth. They're happy to see you do well and others do well.
Yeah, see, that's crazy, man. You should be happy to see other people do good, man.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I'm happy to see other people do good. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do nothing to try to bring you down. That's crazy.
No.
That don't make sense.
No.
You know what I mean?
So they're used to having success. So when other people have success, they're not bothered. They don't bother them. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother you because you're used to being successful. You're used to growing. You're coming up in your own and on your own journey and running your own race. And I think it's just some people that
they like to compare. That's what it is.
Compete and compare, which is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
But everybody, I think you have to come into this YouTube journey understanding everybody's comeuppance is not going to be the same. Everybody's journey and race is not going to be the same. And you just have to run your own race and have your comeuppance is not going to be the same. And sometimes just because one channel comes up doesn't mean everybody in the crew or the group is going to come up. You know what I mean? Everybody is running their own race.
We all got to grow and come up. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
I love to see others grow and come up. We all got time to grow and come up.
Facts. Yeah. Exactly, man.
Be careful of the haters on YouTube.
Because they are haters.
You already know.
They are haters on here.
There's haters on here. They will do
big haters that'll try to bring you down. All the way down.
They will shade you.
Crash
and
burn.
You out. They will do something.
They want you to crash and burn, boy. For real.
They'll come on your live streams and troll you, try to get you to step out of character and be like, see, I told y'all. I told y'all that's how they are. And it's like, but you came over there provoking them. What did you expect them to do? Pushing buttons. Like,
pushing buttons.
Which call says that, pushing buttons. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel discouraged. You know, YouTube is an up and down journey. And you have to really be in it for the long haul because the rules frequently change. So much changes.
Yeah, man. It's always something going on here.
It's a lot.
It's always something, like you say, it's always something changing. Always. So you don't know what's going to happen on here. So you might as well have fun while you're on it.
I do feel like reducing the watch time and the watch hours and I think that was helpful for people so that they can get super chats and have memberships. I think that was great. And I think this new change will be good in cleaning up the algorithm because it's a traffic jam on here. It's a serious traffic jam, and I know y'all, you know, we still seek out new people, you know. I mean, it's hard for us to watch everybody, but we still seek out new people. So a lot of times you'll see me, like I said, I try to seek out people on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, see where else they're at.
Yeah,
so
on other platforms
too. People aware of
exactly.
their brand and their channel and what it is that they do, you know.
Yep.
And then Randall's more than one. You'll see him kind of like commenting on the videos. But if you do see JT, that is me.
She always put JT.
I always put JT, so y'all know it's me. Yep. Did you want to put the bubbles back on?
Yeah.
You should have got that off. What time is it?
Yeah, that's all. So we came out.
Oh, we still got time. He's gonna put the bubbles back on.
I'm gonna put the bubbles back on real quick.
I did my first live on TikTok yesterday. Oh, that's what's up. Congratulations.
Who is that?
Beauty. She did her first live.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, so you're on TikTok. How you like it? How did it go? Did it go good? TikTok. Yeah, TikTok different, man. Yeah, TikTok definitely. That's what's up,
I
though,
don't mind the TikTok live. How was your first TikTok live experience, dude?
Yeah,
Did
how'd
you
it go?
like it? Randall didn't like TikTok live. I don't mind it. The first few times that we did it, the engagement, the traffic was amazing.
Yeah.
But then recently,
Then after that, it slowed down. Yeah.
Slowed down a little
It was
bit.
kind of crazy.
But every day, you will get reminders and alerts
To go live
on TikTok.
Yeah.
They remind
You'll get a lot of
every day.
a lot of alerts to go live.
It went well.
Yeah.
I was live for 2 hours.
Oh,
She said it
okay.
went well. She was live for 2 hours.
Oh, see it? You see it froze
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
why I said, because I don't want you to keep turning the
It froze
phone.
on it.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean,
That's good. Yeah.
I haven't tried that long. We've done like an
Like
hour.
hour.
30 minutes to an hour is what we've done on there.
Dang.
It's hard trying to figure it out because I don't know how to kick people off the panel. I don't really have problems with people
Kicking
in
people
the,
off the panel?
I don't really have problems. We get a lot of invites to go
We do.
live with other people, and I don't really understand that process.
Yeah.
So I don't accept the invites to go live with other people. I don't understand.
And then you can invite people.
But I don't understand how to put the fan club thing over my head. I don't understand how to.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Like,
Yeah.
that joint crazy.
I don't
man.
understand how to get like the animation.
They got a lot going on over there.
To do, but
TikTok live.
it's a lot.
Like, you
We're
ever watch?
overdue to
You
do
ever watch
another
they
one.
live? Like, they got everything going on. They got the DJ, the music playing, people
Yeah,
rapping. They
so,
selling stuff like that. Joint.
I like that it's more interactive.
It's definitely more
easier to get
interactive, yeah.
gifts, and people can heart the live, and the more they heart the live, the more it gets pushed out. But
that joint's crazy over there.
you
bro.
get a lot of traffic when you first do it. That's what I noticed. But the traffic kind of
It's like it's hard to keep it up though. You got.
it's hard to keep. It's like you have to go. It's almost like you have to go every day.
You might have to.
I think you have to go every day on there
That's
to
what
keep
it
the
is.
traffic. I
Yeah.
do, but I don't know. Unless I was to go by myself. Did you go by yourself, or did you and Beast go on together when you
Beast.
went live?
No beat.
He said, okay.
Yeah, beat's
TikTok
cool. I
is
like beat.
busy. It's hard trying to keep up. It is. It's very
It is. That
very
joint busy over there.
and I
Like,
think
it's so much going on. It's like you don't even know what to do when you go live over there.
no.
'Cause
Seriously.
it's so much stuff they doing over there. It's like, God,
It's-
this don't. It
I
ain't like
feel like they
YouTube.
prioritize the sellers and the DJs, so I feel like those are
Yeah.
the people that kind of like get all the traffic.
Yeah, yeah. It's a whole lot of energy
a
over
lot
there.
of energy
boy.
over
A
there.
lot, you gotta have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's people that go multiple times a day.
And then they want to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some that are just strictly engagement lives. Which
Yeah,
is weird.
engagement. Like, that was weird too.
That
yeah,
was weird,
that's
where they only say engage with the live, heart the live, send me some gifts. I need a rose. I need this. I need
yeah, like it's
I'm
an
on a
auction or
universe.
something.
Yeah, like it's an auction.
Yeah, they act like
I was
they're
like,
going
you know
to
what?
auction over
know
here.
if
I'm like,
this
what
is,
the hell?
Okay with community policy
What's
or
going
not.
on over
you know?
here? This is so crazy. This daggone
I was on
auction.
by myself.
45,
Beast
55,
was
55,
in the
65,
chat,
60.
though. I'm not
45,
sure
55,
how they
55,
could
55,
sit
60.
all day.
I'm like, God dang, I don't know what y'all doing over there, though.
Still here. Hey,
So
Slim Cell.
crazy, man. Yeah.
So she said she
So
went by
nasty.
herself, and Beast was in the chat.
He was, okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
We both try to
That's
go.
right, crazy, though.
We hold it vertical on there, but it's hard, kind of like scrunching in.
Yeah.
They do have the lock screen feature on there, where regardless of what your orientation is, they'll have it locked to the position for your viewers. So
Yeah.
it's not like on here where you're kind of like screwed if you don't set up the right position. And I mean, they'll consistently bring you traffic regardless.
Yeah, they'll break your traffic
For
over there,
some
though.
reason
Yeah.
over here, depending on what the majority, like depending on your analytics. So if the majority of people watch you on vertical and on the vertical feed and on then basically if you do a horizontal, you will not get traffic on here. Vice versa, if the majority of your traffic, because we have somebody that we watch, the majority of his traffic comes from He's like, I'd say 45, 55 plus, 60 plus is his audience. And people that they don't have the latest technology. So they're watching on TV and things. So the majority of his traffic comes from horizontal. And so if he goes vertical, his traffic takes a dip. So it also depends on your channel's individual algorithm. Yep. There's two different algorithms.
It is. There's two different algorithms. That's the crazy
so I
thing.
think that YouTube is getting rid of the mass-produced content and AI monetizing of that to kind of like clean up the main platform algorithm.
Yeah.
If you guys follow what I'm saying, I know.
Shoot, that might be good though. For real. You never know. That might be good.
Oh wow. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that's what I think that they're doing. I think they're trying to clean up the main platform algorithm because it's too bogged down. I would say it's safe to say if you're making that type of content about probably a week or two out, you're gonna start to see your content is not gonna be recommended anymore if you're making that kind of stuff. Do I think that they
ain't gonna push it out?
Do I think that they're gonna get people for sound bites? I don't know. The comedy sound bites, I don't know, guys, because that could be a part of the umbrella. I think YouTube should have one of their people from YouTube University make a statement and do a video and give people clear, concise, visual examples of what they need. They need to make this a visual, they need to put out a video like they do. Like, how does YouTube recommend your content? What do we mean by mass-produced and repetitive and copy-paste content? I think they need to make a video. That's what I think. YouTube needs to make a video. And the creator studio, they need to make a video. They probably already on it.
They probably is.
Already on it. What you mean by sound bites? Okay, so you know how they do like the couples comedy videos and the family comedy videos? Yeah. And that one, case in point, you remember Dance Moms and the Nosy Neighbor skit where they have that argument with the dance mom and she's yelling and screaming at the other moms and the people come out, act like they're vacuuming.
Oh yeah, outside.
Or cleaning up their outside their house. So that's what I mean by sound bites, things like that. And then the one with the dog where people repost the dog and the people are breaking in and the dog's like, I'm just sitting here doing nothing because last time my owner told me to shut up. So those type of like sound bites. I wonder, because those are massively, people do those. There's a lot of those on.
Oh, there's a lot of people doing that.
There's a lot of people doing it. So I don't know. They call that synthetic content, but I don't know if it's under the umbrella of mass-produced
content. It might be.
I don't know. It might be. Unoriginal content.
Yeah, unoriginal content. Yeah, that is kind of unoriginal content, really.
I'm entertained by it, though. I find them to be funny, but I don't know, guys. I get it. Well, I've used a soundbite in some of my shorts. Yeah, but you don't... Your channel is not dependent on that. You know what I mean, Beauty? Mm-hmm. Like, you guys are out and about doing stuff. You're going taking people on shopping trips.
Oh, no, she doing real content. Yeah. You traveling, man. Y'all was going to the parks. Y'all chilling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all making real content,
Now, this is people where that's the whole...
Yeah, that's the whole video. Like, that's the whole
everything.
Channel. Over and over and over and over again. Like, nah, man. Nah, y'all ain't gonna be affected by that.
I don't think anybody.
Anybody in here is not gonna be affected by that. No. None of them, because it's original content. It's real content. You know,
but I
you gotta
wonder
make real
about
content.
that. Like, is that they mean to like? I just hope they have a human being cross-check. Like, don't hit people for AI and then only have AI police it. That defeats the purpose. Like, have a human being cross-check, because I don't know how many times, like if we release the song and I put the song in our videos, I have to go through and do a dispute and let them know, like, we have licensing.
Oh
we
yeah,
have this
multiple
streaming
times,
service,
like
multiple
a lot of times.
And it usually
And
goes
that's
through
crazy.
and gets approved. But yeah, 10 o'clock.
All
Alright guys,
Saturday.
we'll continue this conversation because it's important, you know what I mean? And we need to be able to talk about it. And,
Yeah.
you know, we got other things coming.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned. Definitely
yeah.
stay tuned to the channel, what's going on and everything.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to get with y'all a little later. We probably going, I'm going to try to go live. Well, nah, I can't go tomorrow. I ain't getting off.
So 10? Oh yeah, late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, my schedule's crazy, so it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
We'll probably try to go live next week sometime.
Yeah, or not. Yeah, this upcoming week.
This upcoming week, yeah.
He always goes the next week.
Yeah.
But it was so good to catch up with y'all. Thank you, Slim Shell, Dee Dee, Beauty and Beast. Thank you, everybody, for coming through.
Definitely really appreciate y'all coming through, man. We really appreciate the
I'm
support
gonna try
y'all
to roll out some of the cruise content this week. I know a lot of people have reviewed the ships and things, but everybody's experience, the story will be different, and I think you guys will really enjoy.
We gotta put our content out.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna do the whole movie or not, but
no, I'm gonna break it up into days. It's gonna be too much to do in one. So unfortunately, I had to deviate from that plan, and it's gonna be individual days. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for rocking with us, Trendsetters.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Peace.